This week, the Democratic National Convention, DNC, saw an unusual mix of voices. Prominent Republicans, including former Georgia Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan, took to the stage to urge conservative voters to abandon Donald Trump and support Vice President Kamala Harris. Duncan, among others, spoke directly to Republicans who are tired of defending Trump and seeking new leadership. The phenomenon extends beyond Duncan. Nikki Haley's supporters have also made headlines. After Haley dropped out of the Republican primary, some of her loyalists continued to support her, refusing to join the Trump bandwagon. Interestingly, many of these voters have now aligned themselves with Kamala Harris through a political action group called Haley Voters for Harris. Craig Snyder, who leads the group, explained that the goal is to continue opposing Trump by voting Democratic, even if it means overcoming party loyalty. The DNC also featured other Republicans who broke ranks with Trump, including high-profile names like former Illinois Representative Adam Kinzinger and former Trump officials Stephanie Grisham and Olivia Troy. Grisham, who resigned after the January 6 Capitol attack, voiced her support for Harris, emphasizing the need for honesty and integrity in leadership. Similarly, Kinzinger and Troy have become regular critics of Trump, contributing to the DNC's appeal to disenchanted Republican voters. Even Rich Logis, a former MAGA activist, shared his transformation from a staunch Trump supporter to a critic. He highlighted the failure of Trump's leadership during the COVID-19 pandemic as a pivotal moment that changed his mind. Logis's story is a testament to the growing number of conservatives rethinking their allegiance to Trump and considering alternative options. The Harris campaign has been actively courting these current and former Republican voters, recognizing the significant impact they could have on the election. By showcasing everyday Republican voices and factual accounts of Harris's moderate policies, the campaign aims to sway undecided voters. This strategic outreach highlights Harris's law and order persona, which resonates with many Republicans. Furthermore, despite some legal pushback, the Haley Voters for Harris group continues its efforts. Even Nikki Haley's cease and desist letter hasn't stopped them from advocating for Harris. They argue that while they don't misrepresent Haley's position, they reflect a growing sentiment among her supporters who prefer Harris over Trump. As the DNC proceeds, it becomes clear that the Republican voices speaking out against Trump are not just dissatisfied individuals, but represent a broader movement within the conservative community. Their influence could be pivotal in the upcoming election, drawing attention to the deepening divide within the Republican Party and the potential shift toward a more inclusive and honest leadership.